Back. This is Sheepslayer of MC coming at you live from Epic Ever. And today we're going to talk about. Let's talk about Eagle. In fact, let's talk about Eagle and her whole crew. Okay, Eagle. Let's see. Should I go ahead and give it away now, or should I go ahead and wait on it? I think I'm going to wait on it. Anyway, this is what I'm going to give you. Winter and Eagle know each other. Boom, there it is, done. If you can't figure that one out, well, then you are not old enough to understand. Anyway, so Winter and Eagle know each other, and Winter decides that, they hang out a lot. And that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, Eagle is is the leader of all the Alpha Warriors. Boom, there it is. I told you. How do you feel about that? Yeah. Well, yeah. She teaches all of the Alpha Warriors, and she assigns people to different patrols because that's her job. Yep. Now, what do you think about Quartz's Quarry? Boom. That's actually a brilliant place. Get rid of this all the way. Just delete it out of the way. A little more. There we go. So, anyway, where was I? I was talking about Eagle and all of her crew. Alright, so we have Eagle is number one. Woohoo! She's the leader. She leads everybody in the Alpha Warrior thing ever. Anyway, brigade? Yeah, brigade. Every wolf brigade that there is. She has wolves that she has assigned to take care of said certain areas because, well, that is just who she is and that is just how she likes it. Eagle is similar to Winter in certain circumstances, and other circumstances she is actually more like Flame. Ooh, who's Flame, you say? Well, Flame is actually her second. And Flame has loads of energy. And by energy, I mean like lots of energy. Like you would have no idea how much energy, but it's like a lot of energy. Anyway, Flame is her second in command. And during that command, she is training young rookies like our hero. Woohoo! Yay, we got there. Anyway, so she's training the rookies because, well, Flame decides to stay under the, I wouldn't say rule, no, under the leadership of Eagle because, well, she likes Eagle. They're best friends. The main reason she likes Eagle is because of the fact that Eagle actually can outpace her and beat her because, well, Eagle thinks like Winter, 50 steps ahead. That's why she's in charge of the entire Alpha Warriors. Boom! There you go. That done. Alright. That's about the only information you're going to get from me about Eagle. Let's see. Let's talk about Flame. Yay, Flame! Alright, if you haven't listened to most of the story, then you don't know much of it. Don't know much of it, well, I'm here to tell you most of it. Alright, Flame is a spunky warrior. Alpha Warrior. She's actually an Alpha Warrior. She is the highest ranked Alpha Warrior there is, because Eagle is second ranked. And yeah, she's actually ranked higher than Iris or Quartz or Granite. Granite is not ranked high enough. In fact, Flame is an 07, I believe. Yeah, and I was right. We need that hammer. Hammer! Here it is. We got the hammer. Boom! There it is. Knocked it out. Knock that one out. And that one. So, yeah. Flame has a red coat. She also has a mate. We'll get to that later. It's private information. So you have to wait for the next video for that. Boom. And then, yeah. Flame actually ends up teaching our young hero a lot. And she is actually one of the main characters. So if you keep listening and keep watching, you will keep learning about all of the characters I have just mentioned, because they are the main characters. And I do mean main characters. They are the main characters. Like, you can't get no more mainer than that. Yeah. Anyway, they are the main characters. Well, Eagle is a somewhat main character, not a full, complete main character, so we don't know a whole lot about her. Anyway, we won't talk about that, and that's that. Nope. It's a secret, and I can't tell you. Anyway, you'll have to wait till the video comes out for it. Till then, you're just gonna have to keep waiting. And so, we journey back to Flame. So Flame, like her name, same color of her coat. She's in one of the pictures I have posted, and she is with her mate. I'm not gonna tell his name right now. Boom. I know, right? I'm so mean. Oh, so mean. Flame is hyperactive. Can't sit still for more than a few minutes. She's growing out of it to a point, not completely. She still has to move. If she doesn't move, she goes stir crazy, and if she goes stir crazy, well, it causes all kinds of chaos. And Flame is strong enough to take out a caribou by herself. She's also strong enough to take on a boar. That's right, I said it. She's strong enough to take on a boar. Boom, 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 boar. Anyway. Oh, we're not talking about like normal baby boars that we have in real life. No. We are talking about something that came out of your nightmare. Well, some people's nightmares. I mean, other people are like, oh, that's not scary. And I'll be like, well, that's to each their own. And then we go from there. Boom. Yeah. We're not going to get into debate with what's scary and what's not scary, because everybody has their own preference of scary and not scary. Well, it's just the way it is. Oh, that didn't fall apart. What? What? Oh, because it's all by itself. That's why. Yep, needless to say that Flame can take on a boar by herself if she needed to. If she didn't need to, then she wouldn't, but she would if she needed to. And no, they don't hunt boar. Boar are actually very, 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 very dangerous. Yeah, they have tusks, and if you haven't seen one, well, you need to go see one. Then you'll understand. Oh, they're very dangerous. They are quite dangerous. So Flame is able to take one out all by herself. And I don't mean something simple, easy peasy, peasy, peasy. I'll show you a picture of it later. Boom. Also, if you want to know anything, this is the best place to get it. Boom. Anyway, but I also have a YouTube channel if you miss out on anything. So check me out at Sheepslayer of MC at Yahoo. You know what I mean. YouTube. Go to YouTube. Check out Sheepslayer of MC. That's the whole title. Also, I have a Facebook page, Sheepslayer of MC. Yep. I know, right? So clever. But that's what it is. So, yep. Oh, if you want to know the reason behind the name, well, that's easy. I can just tell you right now. A friend of mine watched me kill a bunch of sheep on Minecraft. I made a machine. It spawned a bunch of them. They fell into lava. It was hilarious. And she said, I'm overside. And then I was like, well, I don't know how to spell that. So I just decided to say sheep. So there. Yep. And that's how I became Sheepslayer of MC. Boom. Because I kill sheep on Minecraft. For no reason. Just because. And I've killed over millions of them. Millions. By dumping them into lava. Anyway. That's where the name comes from, if you are all curious as to why. Anyway, back to my story. Flame is amazing. Yep. She ends up going on a patrol with our hero and learns really quickly that our hero does not understand rules and complications of stuff, especially when it comes to hunting a deer. Never hunt a deer, especially if they're young. Boom. Hit the ground. Yeah, our young hero is young. I mean, she is not old enough to take on a deer because they are way too complicated. So Flame ends up yelling at her, and it's like, oh no, what, why? And ends up taking her straight to winter. Dun dun dun! Anyway, no, I didn't steal that. It was mine. Because if you pay attention, it says it a different way. Anyway, I say it, and that's mine. So, there. Boom. So, anyway, our young hero has to deal with the consequences of going after a deer without, realizing her inadequacy of being able to take one out. And I do mean inadequacy. She is not capable of taking a deer on at all. She's small. I mean, small. Like, compared to the size of an actual wolf, would actually be almost as big as this tree. She would be about this size. Right here. Yep. This one right here. Yep. That's about how tall she would be. Boom. This would be her head. And then if this was the wolf, it would be here. At this height right here. So you can imagine difference in size, right? Okay. Glad that we clarified that. Anyway, Flame yells at her, takes her to Winter. Winter has to deal with her, and it's like, oh no, what, why, He basically grounds her, I believe, if I remember correctly. And then she learns from actually don't remember exactly. I'll have to get back to you on that. You will have to wait for the next time I talk about Flame. Anyway, Flame is energetic, likes to move, can hunt. She's super fast. She can take out enemies rather quickly, and bad guys are nothing to her. Literally. Like, every wolf wants to be her. Okay, every female wolf wants to be her. I'm just saying, except for Eagle. Eagle is her own self. And Quartz can take down a deer easily and a caribou by herself if she wanted to, but she doesn't. She chooses to hunt in a group because of the fact that caribou have these massive horns on their head, and if you get hurt by them, nobody's going to be able to take care of you, and you're going to end up getting hurt and bleed and all kinds of stuff, and you're going to need a healer at least on that team, and if you don't have a healer, you're going to need somebody to bring you back, and yeah. Let's just say hunting in a group is smarter than hunting out of a group. Now, let's see what it looks like. Oh, wow. That's actually perfect. We got that area over there, and then we build this area over here, and then you have that area over there, which belongs to Chief. leaving Quartz and Iris over here. How much space do I have between here and here? Not much, because his area is just like right there. Kind of was hoping that there was more mountain over here, but that's okay. It's fine. Really don't want to dig into that because of stuff. I can make that quartz quarry, but we're gonna have to find a place for irises. It isn't going to end up going in the same place as that. What is this? Oh! Wow, okay. That's a problem. Might have to close that off. Oh no, my controller batteries are low, which means I'll have to end the stream soon. Oh man. Anyway. Flame can be stern when she wants to be, but she excels more at teaching wolves through hard exercise, like a military sergeant. Yeah, who's teaching rookies to run, 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 do as I say, don't stop, keep going, don't stop, you know, all that good stuff. Our rookies, however, are not old enough to be, like, ran that hard, so they have to take breaks every once in a while, so that's why they train in the evenings. Yes, our rookies train in the evenings. Our hero becomes one of the rookies because of, well, not being very smart when she's talking to one of her youngest friends. Yeah, the youngest rival happens to be Sky. And she ends up talking to her in a way that isn't very appropriate. Well, I wouldn't say appropriate. I would say more like shouldn't be being mean to the younger generation because they are, well, they're learning and they're getting there and they get jealous really fast and all kinds of chaos can be caused and stuff. So she ends up learning that teasing your younger halves just because you don't like them or whatever doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be mean to them. So She has to learn a hard thing by going and learning through those guys. That's how she that's how she ends up training with the initiates and becoming a rookie herself. Yeah. That's after the silent season, and that's after winter. And I'm going to leave it at that. Boom. Now you're going to have to want to know more. You're going to want to listen. Anyway, so yeah, she ends up learning a hard lesson that, just because they're younger than you doesn't mean you get to pick on them. Even though she wasn't really trying to be mean or pick on them, she was just trying to stop being annoyed by a young pup who kept constantly telling her that, she was lazy. Because every day she would end up laying down next to her tree. I mean, literally. I mean, right after training, she would come down and she'd walk to her area and she'd be all like, "Oh, I can rest by my tree." And she would lay down and she would rest by her tree. Well, then along came some wolves and they would say hi to her and then they would leave. And then, well, Sky would come and talk to her and say, "Hey, how come you so lazy? Are you being lazy and stuff?" And she'd be all like really upset because she's like, "I just got done with training." Really, dude? Or not dude, but really? Why do I have to explain this to you? And it's like, well, it's not so much the fact that you have to explain it. It's the fact that she's young and doesn't realize that you are training. I mean, she's not in the same area as you. She doesn't see all the stuff that you do. So yeah, it makes sense that she would ask questions like that. Especially since she looks up to her. I know, right? It's like crazy. Well, yeah, ever since being mentored by Winter, um, the younger generation, Sky, Tree, and Wind, are looking up to her. They learn a lot from her. I mean, Ash and Willow have learned a lot from her as well. I mean, yeah, they were older than she was, or younger. No, they were younger than she was. She was just still stuck in the den at the time that they ended up becoming Paulings. I mean, Howlings. Yeah, yeah. Ash and Willow are younger than her? No, they're older than her, but. No, wait. That doesn't make sense. Nope, they're younger than her, but she's older than them, and they they also know the story and stuff, but they're not as bad as Cloud and Sky. But you have to also understand that Cloud and Sky are their own wolves, and they can decide what they want and stuff. So if I dug into that area, just went straight through, but then you can't have the path. I mean, you could if you threw a bunch of trees in here. I mean, it is camp. You can do anything you want, literally. Fine, you win. Okay, way too much. Alright, well, it's clear I've run out of things to talk about. How are you all doing? Hopefully, you're all doing okay, and I hope that you're having a great day. We're just gonna make Iris's crowned. Oh, no. Thorn. Yeah, no. Throned court. Yep, it's called throned court. Don't ask why, I just did. I was trying to spell thorned court, but apparently you can't spell thorn without messing it up, so now it's throned court. Anyway, yeah, so that happened, and that's done. So no need to complain about it. Anyway, yep, that's what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be creating Iris's throned court. Even though technically it's not really Iris's, it's just a court that's been called throned, and it's named after a wolf, and he is very highly respected, and he passed away, and they have made him his own special, I don't know, memorial kind of thing. Yeah, he's a legend, basically. Yep. He sacrificed his life to save the queens, or the, not queens, but the new lights in their dens. Um, and this was before the kingdom was actually massive and large. At the time, it was like small and unstructured, but over time it became like something way more. And it was because of the fact that wolves like him, they fought hard to protect this kingdom, and they all do. And all the wolves respect the kingdom. It's just the king is old, and he was almost betrayed by his. Well, he actually was betrayed by his first second. That's why he never claimed the second until Wolfgang came around, and that was because he basically sacrificed himself to protect the pack, and he saw that as another wolf like him who'd be willing to give up his life to protect his pack, and that's what he wanted for his successor. So that's what he did, because he didn't have his daughter. Oops, I gave that away. Oh no! Yeah, the king has a daughter. No, I'm not going to tell you all the details. That's all you're getting from me. I hope. Let's just hope it stays that way. Oh boy. Okay, we're at the top finally. Alright, what's going to happen is we're going to go this direction. We're going to have to build more of the wall. Dang it. Actually, no, we're not. We can build it here, and we can just, like, put a hole in it. I hope. We'll see. I'm gonna take down this tree. Bye, tree! The wandering trader saw me take down a tree. We need delete. Delete button. Actually, we're gonna leave it like that. Just gonna dig into this hole a little bit more. Wow, this place ended up being deeper than I thought it would be. No, what did you do?